Hunter Biden is on a podcast called Channel 5 with Andrew Callaghan. Now, I don't pretend to be up on the latest podcasts, but this is a show. I mean, I applaud his creativity. I applaud his nod to the past in Channel 5. Is anybody watch this show? How many views does it get? Do you know, Stu?
So I'm looking at this. I don't know this person that he's talking about. So this is me just looking at it as we speak. It does seem like he has several million YouTube followers.
Okay, good.
So relatively big audience.
Big audience.
I seemingly so I think built a very big audience, then had what I would maybe say is a Me Too scandal. Okay. And I had things kind of alcoholism, maybe things sort of fall apart for a while, and this is maybe him in his comeback.
Good for him.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's good for him. It doesn't seem like he's like a hardcore leftist, but like leans to the left.
I'm saying good for him. If he's an alcoholic, he had a crash, and he's found a way to claw his way back out.
I didn't mean you shouldn't be excited for him because he's on the left. I was just trying to give a full perspective of who he was.
Yeah, all right. So anyway, so he's the one that did this, Hunter Biden, and it is absolutely and completely bizarre. But what else would you expect from Hunter Biden? Let's see, where should we start here, Stu?
It's all good, Glenn. There's no wrong place to start with these clips.
Let's start here. Hunter Biden, cut 6. Hunter Biden on migrants.
All these Democrats say, you have to talk about and realize that people are really upset about illegal immigration. You. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you have food on your table? Who do you think washes your dishes? Who do you think does your garden? Who do you think is here by the sheer just grit and will that they figured out a way to get here because they thought that they could give themselves and their family a better chance? And he's somehow convinced all of us that these people are the criminals? White men in America are 45 more times likely to commit a violent crime than an immigrant. And the media says, well, you got David Axelrod and, Rahm Emanuel. Smart Rahm Emanuel. And so we got to understand that these people are really mad.
This one view I absolutely love. I absolutely love the fact that Democrats will take the point of view that this is who cleans the hotel room. This is who washes your dishes. This is who you have pick your food. I
love it.
The Democratic slogan should be Democrats helping you have cheap food since 1810.
They've been behind this policy the whole time.
They've been behind
Never
it.
wavered.
They fought for it in the
wavered.
1850s and 60s. We want cheap labor. It's crazy.
It is hilarious, and coming from him, like, who cleans your hotel room? God, considering what he's done to hotel rooms, yeah. I hope nobody. I hope they just burn the things to the ground after he exits them. I don't know. Who takes all the bodily fluid out of the carpet fibers, Hunter? What do you think it is? Oh, it's illegal immigrants. We got to have them here to clean the meth dust off the cabinets.
Because it gives them dignity.
Yes. I love it. This guy.
Who's in there with a black light trying to make sure they get every bit of soil out of the walls and everything else after I've been in it? Illegal immigrants. Give them dignity, man.
Dignity. I as you do, I hope the host of the program has no more Me Too, failings, and has his alcoholism go away. I, of course, also hope
alcoholism never goes away. I hate to be that guy, but
I am.
Go ahead.
Yes. There you go. I hope he keeps it in remission. We'll say. Same thing for Hunter. Though watching this interview, I'm starting to doubt whether he's going to be able to keep it in remission. And maybe
I'm not
came
sure
directly from a crack house.
I'm not sure he is in control still, that he's still in remission.
I don't think. Just looking at this, it seems like he's back on crack. That's what I'm saying. I don't. Now that's just me. I was not at the crack house with him, so I have no evidence to support that particular belief.
You're
It's just
guessing
an
there was a
impression that I
crack
have.
house on the way to the interview.
My impression is that in between the clips we're watching, he is smoking crack. That's my impression of the interview.
All right.
I'm just putting that out there. I don't
All
have.
right.
That's allegedly not even. It's just an impression.
All right. By the way, we have a quick commercial that we want to share with you from the Democratic Party.
Oh.
Go ahead, roll it.
To the hands that scrub my 7-bedroom DC home for $4 an hour so I don't have to, thank you. To the hands that flip burgers to keep Americans fat and stupid so they'll keep voting for me, thank you. And to the hands that smuggle cocaine into the country for the cartels, thank you. And Hunter Biden says he's especially grateful. To the hands that build our bridges, hurry the up. My constituents have been waiting for this since 2023. And to the hands that clean the hotels where I host Chinese businessmen for top secret meetings, thank you.
Thank you.
We couldn't survive without your cheap labor. I mean, we could. The market would just raise wages. But if we can just take advantage of you and secure more votes at the same time, why not?
Right.
That's great.
Good.
That's a great message.
Vote for the Democrats. It kills me.
It is a really strange argument to be the humane side of the discussion, right?
Yeah.
Like that is how the media portrays it. That we're the bad ones for saying, hey, you shouldn't be exploited. You shouldn't come across the border. You shouldn't have coyotes bring you across the border and put you into essential slavery.
And they could say, well, we want them to be legal citizens. No, you don't, because then they won't be cheap labor. Right? They won't be cheap.
Well, they'll vote for them. So I think they're conflicted on that one.
I mean, it kills me. Who's picking your food? You know what the price of everything would be if they didn't pick her. So you are for slavery. We're just negotiating the price.
Yes.
That's all we're doing here.
That's the fact.
Right. It is. It clearly is. By the way, you were talking about Biden and crack cocaine. Here he is defending crack cocaine. Cut 8.
It's actually great.
Well, the only difference between crack cocaine and cocaine is sodium bicarbonate and water and heat, literally.
That's it? And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
This is free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get. Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar, cocaine, and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
It's vastly different. And like for real, I feel really reluctant to kind of have some euphoric discussion. I know you're not asking me to do that, but have some euphoric discussion about crack cocaine.
I think this might be kind of the opposite here.
Okay, no, it's the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want to have the experience of some euphoric recall. That's how powerful crack cocaine is. Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as being dirty.
What?
It's the exact opposite. When you make crack, what you're doing is you're burning off all the impurities so that it combines with the sodium bicarbonate, which makes it smokable. That's all. You know, all of these actors and, people in the past that talked about they had a problem with cocaine and freebasing. They were smoking crack.
So straw on the stove is the same thing?
Not exactly, but close to it. But it's a little bit different.
What kind of conversation is this? What world do I live in? The former president's son is talking about, I don't want to make a case for crack cocaine, but let me make a case for crack cocaine.
It's better than alcohol.
And I made it myself. Here's how you do it. Just go to your 7-Eleven. What are you doing?
I was thinking Applebee's should be serving crack instead of margaritas.
Well, it's a lot safer.
It's a lot safer.
It's a lot safer. It doesn't change your behavior at all. What? Really?
It seems. Also, it's like I feel like the crack people are like, wait a minute. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. No one's going to buy our stuff if it doesn't change your behavior.
Doesn't have a brand, so they don't have lawyers. Okay. I mean, if they had a brand and a trademark, if it was made crack by Pfizer, they would be saying
there
that.
You go.
But they're not. Hello, Stu.
Hey, Glenn. How's it going?
Good.
You doing any crack today?
No, I might have. I just didn't know. Hey, it doesn't It's better than alcohol.
And it does not change your behavior.
No,
the
it does
number
not
one
at
thing
all.
you need to know about crack is it does not change your
Why
behavior.
would you take it if it didn't change your behavior?
I would think, well, I guess you could say maybe it makes you feel better, but it doesn't. Now, again, this is not true. But like in theory, if you had a thing that made you feel better but didn't change your behavior, that would be a positive.
It would change your behavior because you feel better. For instance, let's say you have really bad, your legs are just riddled with arthritis, so they give you an opioid, so you have, you can deal with the pain. Mm-hmm. Well, it changes your behavior because you're not feeling the pain as much, and so you're like, I could do that. All right?
Yeah.
So crack cocaine, I can fly off the roof. I mean,
could be that.
It will change your behavior one way or another.
Once you learn to master it, though, it just makes you a better tipper to the prostitutes.
Really?
So yes, it's.
Okay. Now I agree. For instance, alcoholism doesn't really change your behavior at first. At first, it just makes you more honest.
Right.
Okay.
If you're takes away those inhibitions.
You're an angry person underneath, you're going to be a very angry drunk. Okay. If you're just a I love you kind of person, that's what you turn into. Until the alcoholism part of it gets a hold of you, and then it owns you, and then you change your behavior because you're lying to everybody. But at first, alcohol just loosens you up to be more of who you really are. Underneath, and takes away all of your inhibitions. Mm-hmm. Okay, right? Would you agree with that?
I mean that's what it's known for, is taking away your inhibitions. Now again, that gets to be negative after a while.
And if you don't think that you might not sleep with somebody that you would really, really regret the next day, I would say that's proof positive. Alcohol changes your behavior.
The beer goggles principle.
Beer goggles. Mm-hmm. You wake up and you're like, what
did I do?
Have I done? That's changing your behavior.
Yes, all of these substances change your behavior. By the way,
I think what he's saying here is, I am that bad guy that sleeps with prostitutes.
He
that's
is a
not
horrible
the crack
guy.
cocaine.
I think he's a
horrible
there's some
guy.
truth spoken here.
Correct.
But I will say, overwhelming the Whitney Houston principle of crack being whack is not something we need to do in this country. It's still whack. Please believe it's whack. Don't listen to Hunter Biden.
Okay, here's something else that he said. I want to play cut 12 first. This is a flashback to his father on the 2024 debate stage. Listen.
What's happened? I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. It's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of this. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look,
okay,
that's the best moment of that debate.
It is one of the best moments of any debate of all time. Okay, so remember, that's who he's talking about. Listen to what Hunter Biden said about that moment.
I know exactly what happened in that debate. He flew around the world, basically, and the mileage that he could have flown around the world 3 times.
Yeah.
He's 81 years old. He's tired as They give him Ambien to be able to sleep. He gets up on the stage, and he looks like he's a deer in the headlights.
Wait. They gave him Ambien? What? I mean, we were all talking about maybe crack cocaine to keep him peppy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be like, he's got a debate. How can we get him to perform at his best, most clear Ambien?
Yeah. And crack wouldn't make sense because it doesn't change your behavior.
Right.
But Ambien does. So crack is now less potent than Ambien, which is a fascinating development. Well, I mean, I guess if you want to be super kind to his comments there, is he saying essentially like, he didn't get a lot of sleep. He had to get that to sleep through the night. They're not saying they gave it to him before the debate, are they?
If you remember right, Rick Perry had just got out of back surgery, they had him on, I don't know, oxycodone or whatever, and he was at the debate, and he was like, I got to take the painkillers. It's killing me, or I won't make it standing here the whole time. He takes it. He makes one mistake. Nobody says the guy just got out of back surgery. He was on.
Right.
I mean, really? He was on Ambien. Well, those are poor choices.
And the other part about this, because they've tried the beginning of that excuse before, which is he was flying all around the world, and he did have a trip, but it was several days before the debate. He got back like before the debate. It wasn't like he landed and then went to the studios, right? Which
Trump had been doing.
Right, Trump doesn't care about
all the time.
He's got energy no matter what.
Yeah,
but like, it's just a ridiculous excuse. If you can't own the debate being bad, how could anyone trust you on your opinion on crack changing behavior? I feel like he's not even all that reliable, even on crack.
Right.
And I that's the one thing he knows a lot about.
Oh, you are so right,
Gosh,
Steve. You are
so disappointing.
Right. Now, back to, his dad. Why did the Dems lose? Cut 9.
I will tell you why we lost the last election. We lost the last election because we did not remain loyal to the leader of the party. That's my position. We had the advantage of incumbency. We had the advantage of an incredibly successful administration.
Stop.
And the Democratic Party literally melted down.
Wait.
No, they melted down because everything was going terribly, and then their guy got on stage and almost fell over in the middle of a debate.
Right. Ambien or no Ambien,
right.
It's over at that point.
I mean, it's not an indefensible point to say that what they did to get rid of him was terrible.
No, it was a coup. I would go further. What they did is most likely illegal and unconstitutional.
Maybe. I mean, I think at least...
Well, they didn't remove him from office.
Right. They didn't remove him from office, and they did go through a process. Again, they make the process up. They're the Democrats.
Yeah, right.
It's their own party. They can choose whoever they want, in theory.
Right.
They don't have to let anyone vote.
And
in
they
fact,
won't.
for many
At some
years,
point,
they didn't. They're going to working back toward that right now. So I don't know that it was
for a good
illegal.
portion of the people not voting Democrats since 1810.
They got a great couple of slogans.
We do. Yeah. We got a couple of shirts there that I think need to be made.
The change to Harris, I think, probably helped them in the actual election results. I think they probably held a Senate seat, maybe, that they would have lost. I think they may have won. I think they were closer than they would have been if Biden were the candidate. But that being said, they destroyed any credibility they had to their voters by allowing them to elect a person and then forcing them out. And there has to be a price to pay for that, I would think, long term.